Final game of day 2 of the 2019 Coca-Cola Classic, 42nd annual Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. The host Northside taking on J.A. Fair. Fair coming in with a record of 5-3. Charlie Johnson's team defeated Charleston yesterday, 53-37. Eric Burnett's Northside Grizzlies come in with a record of 7-5. They defeated Robinson 63-39. Good crowd on hand. A lot of Northside fans, of course, making their way here to the Gail Condart Arena at the Stubblefield Center. And that just recently named for the former Northside and now UAFS basketball coach who won a national title when they were West Ark Junior College, won several state titles when he was at Northside, and of course he is the man for which Northside's field house is named for, the Condart Grizzly Field House, which sadly will be replaced. I mean, it's a great venue for basketball, and it is very outdated, but they will have a new facility at Northside. In a couple of years, the drawings are absolutely phenomenal. But Coach Condart, a legendary figure here in the River Valley, and it's very fitting that this arena be named for him, and appropriate that his former school, Northside, will be on the floor tonight, looking to punch their ticket to the championship game to take on Little Rock Hall, who defeated Southside 60-41. Just about set for the introduction of the starting lineups. Northside has some depth. Fair, not so much. Not as deep a bench as others as we have seen. And the cheerleaders from Northside make their way down onto the floor to form the tunnel for the introduction of the Grizzlies. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer.
Welcome to Gail Condart Arena at the Stubblefield Center on the campus of the University of Arkansas Sports Desk, host of the Coca-Cola Christmas Classic. Our semifinal game will feature the Little Rock Fair War Eagles and the Fort Smith Northside Grizzlies. Starting lineups, first for the visitors on the scoreboard, the War Eagles of Little Rock Fair. At 6'1", a senior number 11, Jamerson Gracie. At 5'11", a senior number 10, James Lawrence. At 6'3", a senior number 22, Jalon Tyson. At 6'3", a junior number 23, Nolan Young. And a junior at 6'4", number 2, Keontae Scruggs. Now the starting lineup for your Northside Grizzlies. At 6'3", senior forward number 5, Garrett Keller. At 6'4", senior forward number 4,
So there's our starting lineups for Fair. It'll be Williams, Lawrence, Bracy, Tyson, and Young. For Northside, Gordon, Keller, Joe, Williams, and McKinley. Cassius, what do you expect?
This is definitely going to be a up and down game for both teams. Both teams want to run the floor, even though Fair doesn't have as much depth. They still want to run up and down the floor. They're not going to take their time. We know Northside wants to get after you, pressure you, like we saw yesterday. Northside run and jumped and were able to force some turnovers. So this game should be probably the most exciting of the night.
Young and Williams set to jump center, and it's no contest. Williams easily. Keller on the wing. McKinley tried to go to Williams, had it taken away. Quickly up and in, Bracy. There's that speed you were talking about.
And you see Fair coming up right off the back, pressing.
Deep three from Joe.
And his name is Joe, so you don't want to leave him open.
Nope. Jacob with the three, and just like that, the Grizzlies are on the board and with the lead.
I was talking to Coach Burnett yesterday, and he told me for us to get going, we need Jacob to hit a couple shots, and he's going to be big throughout the whole season. So you see that early tonight.
Williams on the wing. Gets a screen. Goes back up top. Keller guarding him. Coach Burnett applauding the defensive effort of his team. Bracy on the wing. Looks to drive. Little scoop, and McKinley said no. Blocks it. Quickly ahead. Joe. Gordon. He'll pull up from three. Oh, my. If Northside's hitting threes, this could get ugly fast. Quite the unusual offensive alignment from Fair.
Yeah. They don't really have a big out there, but they have a lot of speed out there.
Williams looking to drive. He's fouled on the floor. They're going to get Keller. They'll throw it all the way in the backcourt, and that kind of plays into Northside's hands as they apply some pressure. Lawrence, a little elbow on Keller, we play on. Bracy double team. Keller comes away with it. The other way, here comes Gordon.
Oh,
inside. Oh, the layup. McKinley wanted to make sure it got in the basket, I guess. He could have dunked it.
I was feeling the dunk vibes, but I guess he just decided to lay it up.
And just like that, Fair's going to take a timeout at the 5:30 mark. He might have been surprised by the pass. I'm not sure, but yeah, most guys would have used that opportunity to slam one home.
It seems like it's going to be a high-scoring game. Northside off to a quick start. In 2.5 minutes exactly, they have 8 points. So
a couple threes and a layup. Man, if they're one of those teams, if they're hitting threes, oh man, they can put points up in a hurry. Like most teams, but man, Northside, and then to go with their defense.
But Northside
can make for a long night.
Northside is one of those teams where all 5 players can shoot the three.
Yeah. The pressure, Joe gets it ahead. Keller, this is Gordon. And now back to Keller, and he's fouled. That'll go on Williams, his first. Oh, that's Mr. Polite wearing 3, okay. I see how they're going to do it. They keep changing uniform numbers, and it's driving me crazy. He wore 2 yesterday. Now he's wearing 3, and they wore the same color jerseys. That's what I don't get. But hey, their prerogative. No harm, no foul. Keller with one more. And that rattled in, rattled out. And Fair comes away with the rebound. Bracy had a big game yesterday. He can hit the three, can score down low. Polite. Lawrence, he'll move in baseline. Nope, they're going to call him for a charge.
I guess he was using too much forearm right there.
Must have been, because couldn't see much from our angle. Joe bringing the ball. We saw Williams pretty much exclusively bring the ball up last night. That one's knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by
I think
Nolan Young.
Williams is going to bring up the ball anytime he gets the rebound, which is a lot of the time. So look for him to bring up the ball. Shoot that.
Joe from way downtown just missed. McKinley with the rebound. Back out to Williams. He puts it on the deck, kicks it out. Joe will try again for three. Yes.
Well, you can't leave anybody from Northside open, much less Jacob Joe, as he is most likely their best shooter.
11-2. And then that defense almost forcing another turnover. It's kind of hard to determine which is more frustrating for the opponents, the defense or the way they can hit threes.
Yeah, I mean, right now it looks like Fair better get something going quick because Northside's going to start running away soon.
Keller a little aggressive, and that'll be his second.
Out of their 11 points, 9 of them have come off three.
Oh, they're going to call Jacob Joe for the foul. Bracy thought about it, and then Williams stood in front of him, and he thought better of it. Deep three, no good. Williams with the rebound. The big man will bring it up himself. Look out, he's going to the rim. And that's going to be a block on Bracy, and he's a brave young man to try to even set up to take a charge right there with Jalen Williams bearing down through the lane.
Yeah, Jalen Williams was coming in like a freight train. He was not stopping. Man, put his life on the line right there, trying to take a charge instead of take a charge.
And Jalen's a big guy. I mean, he can play the perimeter, obviously, but he's a big dude. He'll be wearing Razorback red next year. So the home folks can easily follow his college career. Here comes that Northside pressure. And it forces another turnover. I don't know how you can simulate their pressure in practice and then you add the length that the Grizzlies have. It's almost unfair.
Yeah, man, that's not fair at all. You come to the game prepared. Like Coach Harden from Robinson said, we prepared for it in practice. We were ready, but in the game, it's a whole different thing.
It's almost like you need to practice 7-on-5 just to kind of acclimate it. Joe missed it. Young with the rebound. He didn't miss it by much, though. Bracy will try a long two, and that's good. He's got all 4 points for Fair. Not going to be able to do it alone, given how this Northside team can just score at will. Williams for three, no good. Rebounded away by Young.
I guess Williams wanted to see if it was his turn to shine or not.
Yeah, he had kind of a light night last night. They didn't have to get a lot from him. I think it was 7 points is what he finished with. And it wasn't that he played bad. They just didn't need him to score a lot of points last night. So
But he
he
did
set up
end
his teammates.
He ended up with the most points on the team, though.
Yeah, that's how balanced their scoring was, which is impressive. Yeah, he scored a 3 late, I think, that changed it. Deep 3, and Mr. Polite is on the board, and that gives Fair a little bit of momentum, and the Grizzlies have kind of gone cold. That's back-to-back baskets for the first time for the War Eagles.
Well, the War Eagles, they did a good job. They're trying to force Northside to keep shooting those threes. I know that they're hitting them, but you don't know if that's just early game fire or if it's whole game fire.
Keller with a pretty little backdoor layup. Nice pass from Joe on the assist. Lead back up to 7. Under 1:30 to go. Lawrence drives in, a lot of contact. He ends up on the floor. Williams has the basketball, and quickly the Grizz have numbers. McKinley, blocked by Mr. Young.
Yeah, Mr. Young coming in, blocking that shot, kind of getting in his face, letting him know that he's here.
Owens and Thorne and Perry check in for Northside. Keller, McKinley, and Joe will check out. They just come at you in waves.
The scary thing about this Northside team is not only is their starting 5 good, but they have depth coming in off the bench.
And they're young. They just keep rolling them out. The defending 6A state champions.
They've been to the championship 3 times in a row, though.
It's an amazing accomplishment. Gordon. Owens. He had a very nice night off the bench last night.
He was able to come in, produce some points fast.
They're trying to set up Williams on the low block. Gordon just bulls his way to the basket. And he'll go to the line for a pair. Nolan Young picking up the foul.
They misses the first one. I think that the Northside Grizzlies, they kind of cooled down a little bit, and which is going to work out for Fair here
Yeah,
in the long run.
Took the foot off the gas pedal. Wow. And that's just sheer frustration by Lawrence to pick up that foul. I don't know how you get a shot around Williams.
Well, you could just pull up from mid-range, 15 feet.
That might be your best bet. Under 40. Owens wants to drive, is prevented from doing so. Williams in the block, double teamed, and he's fouled. And that'll be Bracey? No. They're going to call it on Young.
I think maybe they're trying to get in Jalen's head, but it's not working.
No. Jalen. Travel. Yep. He kind of wryly smiles at the official. He thought he might have been pushed, but, you know, it's hard to get the benefit of the doubt when you're that much taller than the other guys. Fair or not, it's just human nature does not let you necessarily give the big guy a break.
Fair's doing a good job of breaking the press.
Bracey for 3. Ooh, that was short. Gets his own rebound. Baseline. Here comes Young. Tyson lost it. Quickly, the Grizz the other way. Gordon had it blocked, got it back. He's fouled.
That was a nice outlet pass from Jalen Williams to half court. And not on the same side either. He went from the left block to the right side of the half court line. It's not an easy pass to make.
Bracey now with his second foul. And just like that, Northside's already in the bonus.
that's not good because Northside is going to be driving and kicking, so Northside's going to be shooting a lot of free throws if Fair can't get their fouls under control.
And they'll just sit on it, and the first quarter comes to an end. All Northside, 16-11. We'll take a timeout and return. This is the Coke Classic.
Do allow me to learn to fight my own battles. Don't try to relive your youth through me.
Do allow me to make mistakes and learn from them.
Don't allow me to quit before I complete the activity. I need to learn perseverance.
Do support me and come to watch me play and perform and be my biggest fan regardless of the outcome.
Don't encourage me to specialize in a specific activity or sport.
Don't talk bad about my teammates and coaches.
Do teach me to respect my coaches, instructors, and officials.
Do understand that education-based activities are more about just winning and losing. They're about learning.
Tonight's broadcast powered by Mascot Media. We provide branding, promotional, and fundraising services for high school athletic programs nationwide. Nice move to the basket, no good. The follow is good, though, as Young got it up and in.
Yeah, Fair showing that they're not scared of the big guy. They drive it at him as many times as they want to.
And now with another turnover on their end, and Northside's kind of
stalled
gone.
out.
Yeah, the offense is just gone kaput. Three-pointer from Bracey. Nope, Williams with the rebound. Williams inside, McKinley. Looks to post up, now kicks it out. Here's Joe for three, no good. Rebound, Gordon. Williams will try a three. Nope. Gordon almost got the rebound. Well, Fair can convert on this possession. They've had some open looks, but they just haven't been able to cash them in.
Yeah, they're not scared of the Grizzlies, and they're showing that. They're attacking, they're playing their game, they're not changing for anybody. That's what you like to see in a team that is considered, quote unquote, the underdog. You come in, you play your game, and you show you're not scared of the big dogs, the 6'8" champions.
.6:37 to go. Keller picked up his second foul there. Polite for three. Nope. Williams rebound.
That would have been a big shot for Fair.
Two good looks at threes that just didn't go on back-to-back possessions for the War Eagles.
I believe the War Eagles will find a stroke sooner or later.
Yep. For their sake, they need it sooner. Well, another opportunity here. Bracey pulls up. No, it's a low long as Owens gets the rebound.
That's not really the shot you want. You have a chance to cut into the lead, and
Owens with the hoop.
the Grizzlies extending the lead. But like I was saying, you got a chance to cut into the lead. You don't want to take a bad shot like that. You want to go try to get a layup, attack the basket like you've been doing.
Owens with some pressure. Now he's going to get whistled for a foul. Kind of chuckling when they were on the offensive end because Young was down there grabbing. He was behind Williams and he was grabbing both his elbows and pulling them back. So he couldn't catch the ball. They didn't pass it to him, but sure that's nothing new in the life of Jalen Williams. Polite goes baseline and steps on the end line. 18-9. The War Eagles try to give the Grizz a little dose of their own medicine. And it does pay off. Nope, they weren't able to get it back over the line. McKinley left it up for Williams, and it was well short.
see Coach Burnett not happy. They were trying to go for the Sports Center type, top 10 type play instead of just converting the easy layup and extending the lead.
Yeah, I would imagine he wants the game salted away before they try that. Owens picks up his second foul, and that's 5 now on the Grizz. Bracey up top. Joe guards him. Bracey wants to drive. Kicks it inside. Young kicks it back out. Here's Tyson. He's been quiet so far. Puts one up, no good. Out of bounds. Going to be off the Grizzlies.
Fair still attacking that basket. You like to see that fighting spirit from somebody.
They're going to need it. They're definitely outsized. Bracey, nice spin move, and Williams says no. Owens is going to beat everybody down the floor and lay it up and in. It's amazing that Williams can kind of wait that long before he swats one away. Almost got that one. And Mr. Bracey's got 6 points. They're hanging around.
That was a nice job by Fair to quickly take the ball out of bounds, push it up the floor, get a quick shot off before the defense could set up.
McKinley down low, posts up, and he's hacked by Young. And I think that's going to be Young's third. Yeah, it is 3 on Nolan. McKinley to the line for a pair. Braylon with 2 points on the evening. Dwayne White is checked in for Fair, number 30. First time we've seen him tonight. McKinley knocks down both free throws. The lead back up to 11. Lawrence. Williams rejects it. Owens quickly the other way. Now he'll have to hold up.
You teach your kids not to be scared of getting blocked in the paint, but with a monster like Jalen Williams down there who keeps blocking it, what are they supposed to do?
Just a giant down there, and he's swatting everything away. McKinley, nice feed from Mr. Williams. $13-point lead now. And the Grizz are going to keep the defensive pressure ratcheted up. And look out, as Lawrence hit the deck hard. Williams over to check on him, make sure he's okay, as he'll pick up the foul. We'll put James Lawrence at the line. Sunquist Church set to check in for the Grizzlies. As Lawrence hits the first free throw, and Gordon will come out. And also checking in, Juwan Thorne. Getting that depth that Northside has, they just go about 10, 12 deep.
And you like to see that, especially early in the season. A team like Northside, they're going to have a chance to make a long playoff run. So the fact that they have a lot of depth means that when it's time for March to come around, their players won't be as fatigued in the tournament.
Jacob Joe with the and one coming. Nice pass from Mr. Church. And they have not, there we go. I was going to say they didn't credit him with the basket on the board. So Jacob with an opportunity to pick up his 9th point, and he does. And he's the leading scorer in the ball game so far. Fair just struggling. Oh, and they're going to get a foul on Northside.
And I believe that'll put Fair in the 1-and-1.
That's Joe's second. So now Fair's in the bonus. And that could be one way for them to get back into the ball game as Perry will check in for Joe. But they're going to have to make those free throws. Not able to that time.
Free throws are a big part of anybody's game. They're so important.
Owens dribbled into a double team and ended up getting a jump ball and a break from Northside as possession arrow goes their way.
Well, Fair needs to take advantage of. There's not really a big like Jalen Williams on the floor right now who could just dominate the paint on both sides. So
Church for three, McKinley. Oh, it spun out. Let's see what Fair can do on the offensive end. Polite. Nope. Up and almost in. Mr. White will draw the foul, and he'll go to the line for two. Thorne picks up his first. One more coming for Mr. White, and he got it. That will allow the War Eagles to set up some pressure. And they get the steal, nicely done. That was Tyson with the steal. The Northside counters some pressure of their own.
it looked like Northside was about to get the ball right back after.
Oh, nice. Tyson couldn't get the jumper to go, and here come the Bears. Church. Nope, one pass too many. White struggling to keep a hold of it. Church ends up with it. He was moving, and that's a block, yep.
Yeah, he was
Bracy
kinda,
couldn't get set.
He was kind of fouling a little bit early right there, and that's why there was a block call.
And that's now 3 on Bracy, so that's troublesome for Fair because they need him on the floor to score, but do you leave him in with 1:47 to go?
I trust that if he's my point guard, I trust him to not pick up a foul, be smart enough not to pick up a foul because he knows they're going to need him if they're going to try to make a comeback in this second half.
Church gets both free throws. They'll lead 15 with 1:43 to go until halftime. Polite with Thorne on him. Now makes a nice little move. A little floater. Banks it in.
That's a nice move. Told you Fair needs to take advantage of the big not being out there, so it looks like they're trying to attack the paint.
Owens for 3. That missed everything. Thorne, though, with the rebound. Now he's in trouble on a double team. They just managed to get it away. Perry with a lot of contact, missed it. And then the Bears throw it out of bounds.
That's good defense by Fair. Way to be active all over the floor. All 5 players active. All 5 players trying to get the ball.
.101 to go. If you're Fair, do you hold it for the last shot?
No.
Oh, try not to turn it over.
That's not Fair's game. They're not going to be able to just sit back and try to wait for a shot. They're going to go take the first shot that they see.
Here comes that pressure. Almost. Tyson. Oh. Owens comes flying in, knocks it out of bounds. Northside's defense is effectively killing a lot of time off the clock, whether Fair intended to or not. Need to get it in quickly. Owens had it. Perry came down with it. Mr. Owens lays it up. Oh, he missed the bunny. Oh, Coach Burnett's not going to be happy about that. I think Coach Johnson, what'd they call? I thought Coach Johnson had called the timeout.
They called a double dribble.
Wow. That's a tough break for Fair.
Try to be a little bit too fancy with the ball on the layup. Misses the layup. So now that's 2 easy baskets that they missed. They tried to do the Showtime dunk. They missed that easy layup.
Thorne calls it from the corner. Church took steps. Getting kind of sloppy right toward halftime.
It is.
Man, both teams, if this thing tightens up in the second half, both teams are going to look back at the end of this first half and see some possessions that really could have aided their cause. Polite being pushed out by Thorne. Bracy for 3. Oh, off the rim, no good. And Tyson comes up with the steal and lays it up and in. Jalen's first basket of the ball game. Well, it comes at a great time for Fair, as we have reached halftime, and it's an 11-point game, but by no stretch of the imagination is it over yet. Fair is hanging with the Grizzlies so far.
Yeah, Fair was able to cut into that lead a little bit, taking advantage, like I said, of Jalen not being on the floor. They were attacking a basket the whole first half, but I imagine it's a little bit easier to score in the paint when there's not a 20-feet monster sitting down there blocking every shot.
No question. Jacob Joe leads the Grizzlies with 9 points. Noah Gordon with 5. Garrett Keller with 2. Braylon McKinney with 6. Sunquist Church with 2. Jalen Williams, the 20-foot monster, just 1 point, but his presence is being felt. And Marius Owens with 4 off the bench. For Fair, leading the way is Jamerson Bracy with 6. Kamal Polite with 5. James Lawrence with 1. Jalen Tyson with 2. Dwayne White with 2. And Nolan Young with 2. And it is halftime, 29-18. We'll step away and return with the second half. This is the Coke Classic.
Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at WeichertFortSmith.com.
Negative sportsmanship just brings the game down. It makes it not fun anymore.
Oh, negative sportsmanship affects the way that I play.
As a player or an athlete, it has a very negative effect.
And it just brings us all down in a sport that should otherwise be fun and enjoyable.
Negative sportsmanship affects me where I feel like my game isn't the best that it can be because someone else is putting a damper on it.
I feel like I wasn't given the chance to win if there's negative sportsmanship.
It doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you, it affects your team. And when it affects your team, it affects how y'all play and how y'all can bond together.
Negative sportsmanship makes me feel very poorly as a player. It definitely affects my performance whenever I play.
As a player, it takes fun out of the game, just when it comes to that point where emotions get out of hand and the game's not fun anymore.
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game? How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
Sportsmanship at its core is respect,
integrity,
compassion,
honor, and self-control.
From all participants, coaches,
officials, and fans.
Games may get heated, intense, and personal.
This would likely lead to chaos and maybe even violence without sportsmanship.
True sportsmanship leads to having clean, fun, enjoyable competition.
I know you want me to learn discipline and self-control.
Can I learn discipline and self-control by watching you?
Sportsmanship, be positive, cheer for your team.
Your behavior at games shows who you are
and what you value most.
Parents are very important role models.
Let your child see you upholding these principles of sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship avoids all criticism and unkind actions.
We understand some calls will not go our way.
It happens at every level of sports,
even with the professional officials.
Do you get it?
Sportsmanship emphasizes the importance of respect, integrity,
decency, and self-control.
I think we can all agree that these values are needed now more than ever before.
Demonstrating sportsmanship shows that you care about all kids, not just your kid.
Please don't demonstrate your lack of sportsmanship on social media. It's embarrassing.
Education-based activities are about more than winning and losing. They are about learning.
Sportsmanship is integrity.
Sportsmanship is respect and kindness.
Self-control.
Accountability, character, persevering through challenges.
Playing for the love of the game.
Sportsmanship to me is all about respect.
Staying true to who you are and being kind.
Having respect for everyone on and off the field.
Not only having respect for your opponent, but respect for the game in the way that you handle your emotions and how you carry yourself.
Sportsmanship means to me that you have respect for yourself and other players, and you can keep your emotions together and just have fun with the game.
Sportsmanship is just being honest and being fair to not only your teammates but opponents.
Sportsmanship means respecting all players, coaches, and officials on the field and having a positive attitude.
Weichert King Realty Group provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at kingrealtygroup.net.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 140,000 participants here in Arkansas who take part in high school sports or activities.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Do allow me to learn to fight my own battles. Don't try to relive your youth through me.
Do allow me to make mistakes and learn from them.
Don't allow me to quit before I complete the activity. I need to learn perseverance.
Do support me and come to watch me play and perform and be my biggest fan regardless of the outcome.
Don't encourage me to specialize in a specific activity or sport.
Don't talk bad about my teammates and coaches.
Do teach me to respect my coaches, instructors, and officials.
Do understand that education-based activities are more about just winning and losing. They are about learning.
Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, provides an extraordinary real estate experience for clients and agents. Come see us at 3920 Rogers Avenue or online at WeichertFortSmith.com.
Negative sportsmanship just brings the game down. It makes it not fun anymore.
Oh, negative sportsmanship affects the way that I play.
As a player or an athlete, it has a very negative effect.
And it just brings us all down in a sport that should otherwise be fun and enjoyable.
Negative sportsmanship affects me where I feel like my game isn't the best that it can be because someone else is putting a damper on it.
I feel like I wasn't given the chance to win if there's negative sportsmanship.
It doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you, it affects your team. And when it affects your team, it affects how y'all play and how y'all can bond together.
Negative sportsmanship makes me feel very poorly as a player. It definitely affects my performance whenever I play.
As a player, it takes fun out of the game just when it comes to that point where emotions get out of hand and the game's not fun anymore.
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game? How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How does your sportsmanship affect the game?
How is your sportsmanship affecting the game?
Sportsmanship at its core is respect,
integrity,
compassion,
honor, and self-control.
From all participants, coaches,
officials, and fans.
Games may get heated, intense, and personal.
This would likely lead to chaos and maybe even violence without sportsmanship.
True sportsmanship leads to having clean, fun, enjoyable competition.
I know you want me to learn discipline and self-control.
Can I learn discipline and self-control by watching you?
Sportsmanship, be positive, cheer for your team.
Your behavior at games shows who you are
and what you value most.
Parents are very important role models.
Let your child see you upholding these principles of sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship avoids all criticism and unkind actions.
We understand some calls will not go our way.
It happens at every level of sports,
even with the professional officials.
Do you get it?
Sportsmanship emphasizes the importance of respect, integrity,
decency, and self-control.
I think we can all agree that these values are needed now more than ever before.
Demonstrating sportsmanship shows that you care about all kids, not just your kid.
Please don't demonstrate your lack of sportsmanship on social media. It's embarrassing.
Education-based activities are about more than winning and losing. They are about learning.
Sportsmanship is integrity.
Sportsmanship is respect and kindness.
Self-control.
Accountability, character, persevering through challenges.
Playing for the love of the game.
Sportsmanship to me is all about respect.
Staying true to who you are and being kind.
Having respect for everyone on and off the field.
Not only having respect for your opponent, but respect for the game in the way that you handle your emotions and how you carry yourself.
Sportsmanship means to me that you have respect for yourself and other players, and you can keep your emotions together and just have fun with the game.
Sportsmanship is just being honest and being fair to not only your teammates but opponents.
Sportsmanship means respecting all players, coaches, and officials on the field and having a positive attitude.
Just about set for the second half of semifinal number 2 at the Coke Classic. Northside and J.A. Fair. I want to thank Michael Beaumont, the athletic director for the Fort Smith Public Schools, and Eric Burnett, the tournament chairman, also the Northside head coach, for allowing us to be here to broadcast the ball games. We hope you are enjoying them, and thanks to everybody running the hospitality room. That has been phenomenal over the last 2 days. And we are underway. Let's see if Fair can get back in this. Bracy, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound by Williams, and the Grizzlies want to run. Gordon tipped it to himself and then laid it in.
Yeah, Fair, they need to make sure that if they're going to miss a shot like that, they have to send somebody back on defense. Well, not somebody, multiple people. Because the Grizzlies will get out and they will run.
Polite for 3. Nope. Gordon ahead. Keller beats everybody down the floor. And it wasn't a snowbird either. I mean, they just flat out haul and get down the floor. They are trying to put the hammer down. Fair's got to find some offense.
Yeah, Fair struggling to find some offense, but the Grizzlies are playing really good defense. Although Fair just hit a shot, that was a tough shot.
Lawrence with the basket. He's got 3. They'll need more of that. Almost taken away. Inside, McKinley leaves it up for Williams. Oh, yeah. How do you defend that?
There's really not a way to defend it.
Just hope he misses?
Yeah. But with a skilled player like that, it's rare that he's going to miss a bunny like that.
Tyson kicks it out. Polite on the wing. Keller guards him. Now bring it up top. Bracy will come out. Open for a 3. Hesitated, though.
I think Bracy was kind of in his mind. He didn't have his feet set, so he didn't want to shoot it. Potentially airball it Northside, running the other way with it.
Tyson's shot misses, and the Bears. You see the Grizzly mascot's made his way in, spinning around down there on the baseline. He may get in the ball game before too long.
Yeah, the way this one's looking, Northside getting any bucket that they want to right now.
Show some patience on offense. Williams just slowly moving across the top of the key, almost inadvertently set a screen for Joe.
Like yesterday, Northside's trying to take this time out to kind of work on their offense, so it'll be ready for March.
Williams missed the jumper. He and McKinley come out on the on the high post. Boy, that's 2 big screens right there for a shooter like Joe. Bracy missed it. Now we'll go the other way. Gordon tracks it down. And he got pushed. Ends up in the stands.
Yeah, he went to go take him a seat in the stands. That's how far he got pushed. Adding a little extra to that at the end.
Polite picks up foul number 2. Just the first foul of the second half. Long rebound. Williams just couldn't handle it. It goes out of bounds. Fair basketball. Still hanging around down 15.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, this is 15 is not close enough to be excited about right now, but 15 is not down far enough to give up, so to speak.
Lawrence erased by Mr. Williams. It's about the 4th time he's done it to him tonight. Give him credit, he keeps trying. Keller drives in, kicks it across. Joe fumbled it, now shoots and misses. Williams might have been a little bit over the back, but they play on. Bracy will take it to the basket. Nice reverse layup by Jamison Bracy.
Bracy was just taking advantage of Jalen Williams not being down there. They have to get good. They have to force Northside to miss like that and kick it out before Jalen gets to the other side, because they've shown when Jalen is in the half-court defense, it's not good news for him.
Gordon's 3 no good. Lawrence battles for the rebound. Tyson comes away with it. Give the War Eagles credit, they're not going away.
Yeah, most teams, they would fear and back down, but they're not going away.
Bracy's had some looks at threes and just couldn't get them to go. Hadn't missed by much. McKinley to Keller. He'll drive baseline, kick it out to Joe. Over to Williams. He'll shoot the 3. Yeah.
That's a hard shot to defend. A 6'10" guy just shooting it right over the top of you. That was good defense, though. They made him pass the ball a couple times, but you can't really do anything about the end result.
Yeah, I don't know how you disturb a guy that big shooting on the perimeter. Bracy in double team, needs help. Finds it. Young. Lawrence rejected again by Williams. Coach Johnson just turns and sits down. It's like, no, I don't know what more we can do. Polite for 3, no good. Tyson with the rebound. Taken away by McKinley, but he gets it back. And they'll reset. Polite up top. You can tell they're a little hesitant when they drive in. Bracy pull-up jumper, tried to bank it, no good. Again, loose ball. McKinley comes away with it. Joe's got it. He can launch it from there. Williams drives in, kind of a...
That was a very athletic play by Williams. He's known for his athleticism.
Was like he wasn't sure what he wanted to do with it and just kind of floated it up and it went. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. 18-point lead. Again, the Bears continue to stymie the War Eagles on defense. Tyson missed everything. Young's rebound goes long, gets it back, puts it up. No. Tipped around. Williams has got it, wants to lead the break, and they've got numbers. Keller off the window, good. He's got 6. And Fair will take a timeout. 1:33 to go. Quarter number 3, 42-22. What are you telling your team if you're Coach Johnson right now?
Right now, I'm just telling them keep attacking. I mean, eventually something is gonna fall. Be patient. Northside's gonna stop playing defense. Look, we're all high school kids. We don't want to play defense forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if they stay patient, keep attacking the paint. I mean, I know Jalen is a monster down there, but maybe make a couple mid-range shots, maybe get them in the air, get somebody an open look. if you can just get it over him and somebody get a backside rebound, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities for them to be able to score on offense.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned get him in the air. That's one thing he's really good about, staying on his feet and not falling for the fake. He's not easy to get up in the air. It's a credit to him. And you almost wonder, too, if the War Eagles are getting a little exhausted, not having that deep bench, whereas Northside just keeps coming at you in wave after wave.
Yeah, they have to be tired.
Nice job by Polite to get through, and he just lost it.
Yeah, that's kind of a mental mistake. That's one of those tired. We were talking about being tired, and that mistake is probably because he's tired. He wasn't fast enough to kind of catch his own self right there.
7-0 run right now for the Grizzlies. Williams, a little high-low. Owens, a deep three, no good. Lawrence got cut off by Church. Now Bracey, he leads the War Eagles with 8 points. They've only scored 4 in the second half. And Williams, well, he talked about getting him in the air, and they did at that time.
It didn't really seem like a foul from up here, but I guess since the referee called it, it was a foul.
Tyson misses the first. Yeah, it tends to be whatever the referee says goes. He got the second one. Now some pressure. Northside easily gets out of the head. Church under the basket. And Williams got a nonchalant three.
You see Williams kind of shrugged his shoulders like he didn't expect that one to fall.
Yeah. So he's in double figures for the first time in the tournament with 11. McKinley runs down the rebound, had it swatted away by Young.
Williams actually had 11 last night.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Okay. For some reason, I have in my mind he had 9. And they'll have to run the ball down as it headed toward the War Eagles locker room. 3.3 left. Gordon. Oh, he got fouled.
That's a bad foul.
Man, when you got a guy like Williams can throw that football, or basketball, throw it like a football.
Yeah, kind of looking like Dre Norwood, the quarterback for Northside Grizzlies.
Well, that gives you some options on that last second. You don't want to get in front of that pass. That'll take your head off.
Yeah, that I don't know how I could catch that pass. That pass looked like it came in with a lot of heat.
He did. He zipped that in there. One more for Gordon with 1.1 left. And he got all 3. Finished with 10 points. And that's not going to be close enough. Well, the Grizzlies looking like they're going to punch their ticket to the championship game. We'll step away and return with the final 8 minutes after this. You're watching the Coke Classic.
Sportsmanship is integrity.
Sportsmanship is respect and kindness.
Self-control.
Accountability, character, persevering through challenges.
Playing for the love of the game.
Sportsmanship to me is all about respect.
Staying true to who you are and being kind.
Having respect for everyone on and off the field.
Not only having respect for your opponent, but respect for the game in the way that you handle your emotions and how you carry yourself
Sportsmanship means to me that you have respect for yourself and other players and you can keep your emotions together and just have fun with the game.
Sportsmanship is just being honest and being fair to not only your teammates but opponents.
Sportsmanship means respecting all players, coaches, and officials on the field and having a positive attitude.
Eight minutes left in regulation. Northside in front rather comfortably, 48-23.
Northside has done a good job tonight playing defense, stealing the ball, converting the offense, and Jalen Williams was a force with block shots.
No question about it. Looks like we may have seen the last of him and Mr. McKinley. Jump ball gives the possession to J.A. Fair. Well, if it holds up, that means Northside's going to take on Hall in the championship game, and Southside will take on J.A. Fair for third place.
I'm excited to see Session go against Williams and how he's going to handle that.
That will be very interesting. That one was blocked by Keller. He blocks another one. Northside may end up having 10 blocks as a team tonight. Keller looking for help. Cross court. Owens. Perry. They left Thorne open for three. Couldn't get it to go. Tyson gets it to Polite with Owens guarding him. And stripped away by Owens and out of bounds. It'll stay with Fair with 6:41 to go in regulation. And Coach Johnson wants to take a full timeout, so we'll take the full timeout with him. Grizzlies on top by 25.
Do allow me to learn to fight my own battles. Don't try to relive your youth through me.
Do allow me to make mistakes and learn from them.
Don't allow me to quit before I complete the activity. I need to learn perseverance.
Do support me and come to watch me play and perform and be my biggest fan regardless of the outcome.
Don't encourage me to specialize in a specific activity or sport.
Don't talk bad about my teammates and coaches.
Do teach me to respect my coaches, instructors, and officials.
Do understand that education-based activities are more about just winning and losing. They're about learning.
Tonight's game powered by Mascot Media. Your Mascot Media. We provide branding, promotional, fundraising services for high school athletic programs nationwide. Mobile apps, tickets, print promotions, and websites empower the school to create their own sports network.
It looked like Fair was about to turn the ball over in the backcourt right there.
Did corral it, and they've got it. Let's see what they can do with it. Bracy with Perry on him. Down low. Tyson, he's been a little quiet tonight. Goes up, and Keller with his third block in the last two possessions. Church. No. Long rebound, and Church comes away with it. And tried to pass it over to Perry. It's tipped away. That was a pretty nice move. Blocked. Bracy will pull up for two. Nope, that's short. His legs may be gone a little bit. Oh, they deflected it there. And Perry. Well, these guys want to run that are on there now. A lot of up and down for just 2 points. Northside's going to empty the bench. Well, they've got 6 guys headed to this. No, okay, just 5. I was going to say 6. Looked like we're headed that way, but Jalen was one of them. He was grabbing his warm-up top. So you can't play 6. Though it seems for Fair like they're playing with 6 on the floor. It's been that kind of night. Polite for three. That missed everything. Lawrence goes in, but can't get it to go. Polite, I believe, is the one who got the bucket. And he did. So a timeout. The Center for Psychiatric Wellness specializes in clinical and diagnostic psychiatric treatment across a wide span of ages. Visit them in Fort Smith. Visit their website, centerforpsychiatricwellness.com. Wholesale substitutions for the Grizzlies. They've gone a little deeper in the bench than they did last night.
Yeah, the Grizzlies doing a really good job tonight. Like I like to say a lot, controlling the narrative, playing their game, and not letting anybody dictate how the way they play their game. Jalen Williams, he was just a force tonight. He blocked every shot, it seemed like. Even though it didn't seem as he didn't score as many points, his presence was definitely felt by Fair.
He finished with 11 unofficially as Tyson drives in and draws a block. Savas picks up the foul. Tyson with just 3 points tonight. It's been tough going for Jalen.
It's been a tough going for the whole Fair team. Northside, they played really good defense tonight. I mean, there's really not much you can do about that. When the team is longer, more athletic than you.
Savion Phillips checks in for the War Eagles. Tucker, nope. And then off the foot, now it's all over the place. It'll belong to Fair. (50-26). I'd say it's pretty much safe to pencil in Northside into the championship game. So Fair and Southside tomorrow, 4:20. Northside and Hall, 6 o'clock. Right, and it's getting a little sloppy right now.
Yeah, they tried to throw a long pass, and it ended up bouncing off the rim.
Polite for three, that missed everything. The Grizzlies coming the other way. Sean Bishop headed to the free throw line. And missed them both. Wright almost had the rebound, but Fair comes away with it. Lawrence, Bracy. Now he gets that three to drop. He's got 11. Jordan Wright up and in, and Northside calls a timeout so they can get some more players in.
Yeah, it's one of those games you kind of want to give everybody a chance to get in. Some of those players that don't normally get to play.
More guys than they have rooms on the score sheet. I think everybody's going to get in tonight. Final 2:22 to go. Bracy couldn't go. Knoll with the rebound. Right. And Roper up and in. I'm assuming everyone heard that.
Yeah, everybody. I was about to say, I think we have 2 minutes left in the game.
Yep. One of the great traditions. You come down here. Always the tough argument. He stepped on the end line. Do you let these guys? Some people say you don't let these guys score, but they've busted their tail in practice all the time. Why not let them score?
Well, if you're,
I mean, they're not trying to run the score up. They're just, if
you're the opposing team.
Yeah, you don't like it, but hey, don't get in that situation, right?
But if you're the team that's putting the bench players in, or the so-called bench players that don't really get to play a lot. Yeah, you let them score. You let them go out there and they have as much fun. You don't let them have as much fun as the other players got.
Yeah, because they don't get them very often, so why not let them see what they can do? Both teams have emptied the benches pretty well. Knoll for three, no. Right, tipped it in. Under 45 seconds left. So really all that's in doubt is the final score. And Mr. Wright's going to pick up a foul.
Right down there looking like a mini version of Jalen Williams.
He does, doesn't he?
Putting in tip-ins, trying to block shots, getting rebounds.
Coates picking up the foul. Wright's a junior. Man, if they wanted to, they could go super tall on the back line.
Yeah, I'm looking at a 5'10", 6'7", 6'10", 6'6", 6'4". That's not fair.
No. Phillips picking up the foul.
If you're fair and you get the ball back, do you try to score or do you just let the clock run out at this point?
Probably just let the clock run out, wouldn't you?
I would let the clock run out. Well, if I was a coach, I'd tell my team to let the clock run out. But if I was a player, I'd
probably want to score. Missed them both, and now it goes out of bounds. Oh, almost. And Roper scored 4 points. If it goes, no. So Northside's moving on. By a final of 58-29. Williams led the way with 11.
Again.
Gordon with 10, Perry with 2, Owens with 4, Joe with 9, none in the second half. Keller finished with 6. Wright with 4, Roper with 4, McKinley with 6. He didn't score in the second half either. For Fair, they were led by Bracey. He had 11. Tyson with 4, White with 2, Young with 2, Polite with 7, Lawrence with 3, and it was pretty much all Northside in this one. So the Bears move on. They'll play Hall tomorrow in the championship. 6 p.m. Fair will play Southside at 4:20 in the third place game. Final thoughts?
My final thoughts are I'm ready to see Northside play Hall. That's going to be an exciting one because they're both really athletic. No team's really more athletic than the other one. Both of them are going to press. Both of them are going to run up and down the court. And both of them are going to try to block shots, try to get some dunks. So it's going to be an exciting one. Really, I think it's going to come down to the team that shoots from the perimeter better because they're both going to attack the paint pretty well. And Northside might have the edge because Northside makes a lot of free throws, and we saw today that Hall is going to struggle on free throws, but I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
Just got the final box. 9 blocked shots for Northside, 5 by Williams, 2 by Keller, 1 by Joe, and 1 by McKinley. The Grizzlies shot 49% from the floor, 25% from 3. It seemed like they were just on fire from 3 early on, and they were, but then they went cold. Just 55% from the free throw line. That'll be a concern for Coach Burnett. 23% for Fair from the floor, 9% from behind the arc, 1 of 11, and 6 of 11 from the free throw line. That's 55%. The Grizzlies, that's only 8 points off turnovers to 2 for Fair. They did out-rebound Fair by 11. That's really about the only thing that catches the eye. So once again, Northside victorious 58-29. That'll wrap up day 2 of the Coke Classic. We'll talk to you again tomorrow as day 3 gets underway at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 12:50. Until then, for Cassius Williamson, Ransom Fitch, I'm Blair Cartwright. Good night from Fort Smith.